Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Rob Booker. Many of you have asked a simple question. And that question is, how do I get daily pivots on my MetaTrader? Well, this is the video for you. Today, I want to show you what I do with the daily pivots. And below this video, I've got a page where you can download the daily pivots indicator. So when you're ready, after watching this video, which is super exciting, and you shouldn't skip through any part of it, after watching this video, you click the link below, you jump over to a page, you type in all of your personal information, and I will send you access to an online course, I don't know why I'm using my hand so much, where the daily pivots are located. As a part of this process, we have a sponsor on that page for the daily pivot points. So on the thank you page, there might be an offer there for you, like a free offer that you can take advantage of to make all of this possible. Does that make sense to you? Is everybody good with that? Thank you so much for being here. We're going to run through this. This is going to be a short one, Justin. This could be a short YouTube video. It might be the most popular YouTube video in quite some time if you use MetaTrader and you want to use daily pivots. Check this out. Now, I've got the install instructions for MetaTrader below this video. Later on, we might add a video about other trading platforms, but for now, this is just for MetaTrader. Here are the pivot points on MetaTrader. And there are two types of pivots here. One is the weekly in green, and one is the daily in blue. Now, we've been talking a lot lately about R3 and S3, and we've included those levels in this indicator as well. If we simply right-click on the indicator and choose Properties, we can change 5 and 6 to red or crimson, and then you're going to get R3 and S3 right on there. So now we've got that system that we've been talking about so much lately, where if price hits R3 or S3, we've got our trade setups ready to go right here inside of MetaTrader. And if you combine it with divergence or other kinds of indicators, you've got a real system going on. But you can do something as simple as simply waiting for it to hit R3 and then break down below a trend line, and then taking profit at the next day's pivot, or waiting for it to hit S3, wait for it to break above a trend line, and taking profit at the next day's pivot. It's really as simple as that. You can also, what's really nice about this indicator is you'll be able to go back in time and see all of the indicators and all of the places that we hit R3 and S3 in recent memory. And you're just going to see, this is the Euro British Pound, and you're just going to see time after time, as Cyndi Lauper would say, time after time, we're going to hit S3 or R3, and we are going to make a retracement. So here on the screen, you can see we hit S3, and then we produce bullish divergence, and we only rise up a little bit, and we hit the next day's pivot pretty quickly. Down here, we hit S3, and we rise up and hit the next day's pivot. These are real small trades. This is really ideal for those of you that like to do a little bit of scalping or a little bit of super quick price action type trading. So it hits S3. It's also bullish divergence on the Knoxville divergence, and then it jumps up and it hits all kinds of levels, or it hits R3 and then it breaks down below a trend line, and then it hits the next day's pivot. I mean, it just happens over and over and over again. You can use the daily pivots as profit targets. You can use the weekly pivot as profit targets. There's all kinds of great stuff that you can do with this indicator. You can also look for times and places where we hit R3, for example, right here. It hits R3, breaks below a trend line, and then you could use an old missed daily pivot as a target. This pivot, you can see here, there's no candles or bars touching that pivot on the day that it was created. And so you could wait for that, and you could then take a longer term trade with that level as the profit target. So if I put a horizontal line in place around that area and move forward, it might take a long, long time, but look at that. Later on down the line, that missed pivot point becomes an exact target that you can use in your trading. So click the link below. You can grab the pivot point indicator for MetaTrader. Later on, like I said, we'll have the indicator available for other platforms as well, and you can download and have fun with that. But for those of you that love MetaTrader, that's what you can do. And for those of you that use other trading platforms, you can use this methodology that we're talking about right here, right now, as long as you have pivots on your screen. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you love the indicator, and I'll see you on the inside of that little mini free course on the other side. Thanks, everybody.